Alright, good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Welcome back to the Mania 4K World Cup 2021 Quarterfinals. We are about to get ourselves started with the second half of the losers bracket. So for the next few matches that we'll be seeing today, a bunch of them will be playing a second time this weekend. As you can see, Singapore versus Thailand, seed 10 versus seed 15. So another Southeast Asian clash right off the Malaysia versus Vietnam match that we saw just a few hours earlier. So these two teams have already played the current map pool. Seeing them play the map pool again for their lives, because this is a losers bracket match, so whoever loses this match will be eliminated. Once again, I'm Avail. I'll be joined by Shoegazer.
Hello. Looks like they already he already gave the bans right out of the gate. With Thailand banning Cheat Reel and Singapore banning Somewhere I Belong. Same bans as they led yesterday. And who won the role? Singapore? Yeah, Singapore going for rain shower again. Yep.
They did.
Yeah, so they had a crazy good team score on rain shower. So not surprising that they're going for this. And Thailand seemed to struggle a lot on the rice pool this round, I believe. Like their third player can't really hang, getting like 940k, 950k, which is still good, but compared to a juggernaut in rice in Singapore, that's definitely not enough.
Interestingly enough, looking at the shared maps that they've played, Thailand have Yozakura and Super Anime Groove.
Yeah, and I believe in the Thai side, I believe that there's a player with 940k, and Super Anime Group was like fine, but it wasn't like the most comfortable for them, I think. So like, it looks like Thailand seems to have like this deficit coming from their third player, which is not good for rice. But the thing is that Thailand is not getting points off rice anyway. So we'll see the match go to distance. I believe there will be a lot of like back-to-backs for sure. In any case, looks like the lineup is going to be Junior Turns, Hotplay LN, and I Just Love Banana. Very, very interesting name to say the least, but.
But yeah.
Alright.
Joseph, Vionosk, and Ekman.
Rionos is an interesting one, but I believe that was their lineup earlier as well. And Rionos should be the weakest of the bunch in the Singaporean side, but they had a pretty good score, and I don't really expect Thailand to do too well on this. I do think that I Just Love Banana should do. I'm just gonna call him Banana from now on, or them rather, because that's kind of long. But I think Banana should do mostly fine on Rain Shower. You might see like a break or two, but it's not like bad to the point where like they're not going to be able to recover, I think. Looks like they're having a little bit of miscommunication on the Singaporean side again. Alright, looks like they're starting though. Alright, root for your favorite teams. It is 6 p.m. for you Singaporeans and Thai people. Enjoy. I hope you're enjoying your dinner and blah blah blah. If you're not having dinner, then do something else, I guess. Like get some food and watch us babble about the match.
We might need to restart this.
Yeah, I think we're restarting this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Wait, what?
Yeah, how to play LN probably accidentally
left the room, I think. Yeah, looks like they did on accident.
Luckily, it's within the first few seconds of the map, so
literally like the first second of the map.
The map didn't even start.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be a lifeline for Banana.
Totally not a gambit. Right. Thai having more jocular approach to the match. Pretty cool. But yeah, looks like they're starting right now. And all right, root for our favorite teams and stuff. I'm rooting for the team that's not Singaporean, so go Thailand.
This will definitely be pretty close, I feel. At least, like,
It
if
will be
Singapore
pretty
Spain was
close.
close, this would be. I don't even know how close this would
Yeah.
be. Uh-oh.
I think, yeah, the match will be close for sure. Don't worry about X-Men.
Yeah, I was
there
just
we
looking
go.
at how to play our lens accuracy as well. But yeah,
Yeah,
we know
actually,
that
Jim
Lion-
has the lowest accuracy right now in the intro, 99.5%. But there's a lot left in the map, and you're gonna see one of the hardest sections to act right here. They're doing fine here, but what about this section? X-Men's act is okay. Banana dropping there. That is not the place you want to drop. Like if you're dropping there, then the second half might eat you
You're not gonna have a
alive.
fun time.
Yeah. Looks like Singapore's doing fine. X-Men dropping,
Oh,
but
That is-
Thailand,
yeah.
Thailand has the ag advantage, I believe. Not by much though. Rionos is slowly dropping now, comparable to Banana, and obviously LN Jimmy returns. Slightly weaker than Singapore overall, so this is anybody's game. Just make sure that no one drops and it should be fine. This is very close. Alright,
how
looks
far
like
so
your
good for
access is
Singapore at the
stabilizing.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty worried about Joseph though. Like Joseph's not very consistent and he can drop at any time. So he's a bit of a time bomb in that respect. And Thailand is mostly Banana, I think. He's the current bottleneck, but Jimmy Return's act is also quite low. So it's anybody's game for sure, but it's slightly advantaging Singapore. Alright, let's see. Here we go.
6,000 points of difference.
Very small difference. Seem to be doing quite nicely here. No drops yet. Approaching the second half of this section.
But there aren't any significant accuracy changes
Jimmy
except for Jimmy
drops.
returns. Oh no.
Jimmy dropping is not good, and with that, Singapore has the ag advantage and a miss advantage, so even if Singapore makes a mistake, it's more than fine on their end. Approaching
they
the
should be able to
very left
seal it.
section.
That's first blood of the match.
Not yet, technically, but we'll see. Alright,
Yeah, it's a bit too late now.
good scores for all around for sure. Yeah, look at the
Yes.
200 comes from
Oh.
everyone. It's rock solid, and X-Men's ratio is pretty darn solid, 14-1. 13-1. And
So
Joseph's
Singapore
act is
having... Joseph's act is actually pretty good, honestly.
I've seen better
mean,
from him.
maybe-
It's a bit on the lower side for sure. So I think he seems to be a little bit off his game, but maybe he's just distracted. But
Distracted
Thailand
by the
doing pretty.
leaderboard.
Yeah, Thailand seems to be doing pretty good as well, honestly, with like 9-200s, 6-200s, especially from Banana, which was considered one of the weaker Rice players. So good job to him. And hopefully LN doing rock solid FC, Rionos with the solid FC, and of course Joseph with the FC. So good job to everybody for sure. But now it's Thailand's pick, and they're gonna go for hybrids and LNs most likely because that's what they were picking against Russia yesterday.
Going with LFO.
LFO is a good pick, but not the safest pick. This is the out of the like we mentioned a couple of times. Like the map pool seems quite Rice oriented in general. Like there are very few maps where like LN is like the core difficulty of the map. You can like Alone Intelligence and LFO are probably the two, and maybe Endless, but so there's only 3 maps. Screw oh no, Screw is not that LN oriented. So Thailand has a bit of a mountain to climb, I think. Looks like we're having the Bredo-san coming, their LN density player. They were their bottleneck. They were their bottleneck early on, so yesterday. So maybe it'll be the case here. Shoko Oha coming in with Miku Aimbot. Let me see their LFO scores. I actually don't remember how well they did on LFO. Or what's that
Singapore
banned?
Singapore have 2.95 million in yesterday. Thailand
Okay.
didn't play it.
Thailand didn't play. I think that was banned. If Somewhere I Belong was banned. I'm not sure, but let's see. Holiday Allen should crush this. Miku, Aimbot, and Shoko, I'm not too sure about. But yeah, good luck to both teams. Root for your favorite teams. Blah blah blah. And
This should be Thailand's best pick out of everything.
I think alone intelligence is better, but we'll see. Alright, slight advantage to Singapore. I think Shokoa's act is a bit low, but I'm expecting Bredo-san's act to tank in the later long mode sections.
The Bredo-san already right from the start, 99.6 compared to everyone's 99.8 at least.
Yeah, and Bredo-san's not hanging on very well, dropping a few 200s here and there, and now Thailand has the very slight lead, but anything can happen here with a single drop.
Thailand's accuracy actually dipping quite fast. Shokoha dropping to 99.6.
Dropping, yeah.
That Bredo dropping to 99.4.
Yeah, it looks like Singapore again, they're the best two players in Joseph and X-Ben, pretty much carrying their team right now. But they're not carrying too much. Their accuracy is only just a little bit better than how to play LN on average. And how to play LN, showing everyone how to play LN. But yeah, this section, let's see how well they do. Very close so far, no breaks.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
It might pull it back if Singapore is able to kill the accuracy, but the Bredo drops again.
Bredo's dropping a little bit.
Yeah.
X-Ben's act is actually going up.
Oh my gosh.
No significant act drop so far. Looks like I think Joseph might have dropped a little bit. So gap is getting a bit bigger, but again, there are a few more choke points in the map, especially the ending.
Yeah, it is not over yet. There's still one more section towards the end.
Yeah, a little bit more. That burst here.
Oh no!
Whoa!
That's a huge drop from Miku aimbot in accuracy.
Oh my god, the gap flickering. A little bit. Is that Thailand's point?
I don't take it. That was a hard attack. 2,000 points of the difference.
That last burst, I think Miku aimbot got a few hundreds there. Oh my god.
Yeah, better hundreds than misses. So yeah.
Yeah. Accuracies are pretty much dead even, I think. Miku aimbot having the better accuracy than Bredo-san, but Joseph and X-Men like crushing their Thailand's second best player in Shoko. So nice shot of both teams, like especially Triple FC from both. And it looks like Jimmy returns, pulling the reverse psychology, I think.
Also, I'll just say that Singapore improved their team score on this by about 17,000 points.
Yeah, their team score is really good.
That's scary. Yeah.
Like this is definitely something. Like definitely really goes to show that like even Thailand might not have the most safe picks in the world in LFO and stuff. But we'll see. I wonder what's in for a pick next. They'll probably go. Oh.
Alright, I mean Singapore did pick this, but Thailand have a better score. Thailand have a better score in Yozakura.
Yeah, but remember that Expandion was the one playing, and I don't expect Expandion. Expandion should not be playing this. Rionoff should handle it just fine. Looks like their players being swapped out, but Bredo-san usually only plays LN Density. So
this would be interesting.
This should definitely be interesting. But again, you also have to remember that like Thailand's third player actually struggled a lot on Yozakura as well. I believe that Banana had 945k. And he is not happy. They are not happy right now.
Yeah.
I think this is a good counter pick, I guess. Like exploiting their weaknesses rather than their strengths. Because I know that Singapore doesn't really have a strong team score on this. It really comes down to who their players.
They have 2.917 compared to Thailand's 2.924.
Right, but
7,000 points.
That's good. Expandion is actually playing, okay.
Oh, alright.
Give me a moment, I'm gonna check the sheets real quick.
Yeah, so I Just Love Banana had quite a bit of a choke, 6 misses from yesterday. How to play LN and Jimmy Returns kind of crushing it, but yeah. It's really just gonna come down to the third player here. It does seem like the Bredo's actually gonna play this.
Yeah. Bredo-san is considered to have like the third highest score of the bunch actually. So
alright.
I definitely understand. It makes sense, yeah. But I'm not sure if he's consistent on it. But as long as they can FC, that's perfectly fine. Should be close regardless. Shoutouts to Polyrhythm. The second worst map of all time.
Why ask what's the worst?
No.
Alright, anyways, Yozakura.
Yozakura,
Map
song number 3. Yeah. Kind of a risky pick, I think, given their past performances, Singapore's past performances, but if it works out, it works out. I expect Banana to not do too well, unfortunately, or Thailand in general, I'd say. Let's find out.
It's really just gonna be Banana, and then the Battle Sun already missing in the first 50 notes, but...
But it's the first 50 notes,
yeah.
so that's okay. As you can see, Halfway Ellen dropping later on. So Singapore has the lead, but Bredo-san's act is not very good at the moment, 99.2%, but it's good to go up. Bredo-san dropping twice.
Yep, gonna swing it back to Thailand, and actually Banana holding up pretty well at the moment. Matching return.
Doing returns, and Banana doing much better than anticipated. Halfway Ellen with the lowest accuracy in the Thai team, surprisingly. This section isn't too bad. There are 2 larger streams in Yozakura.
Yep, they'll come very soon.
Yeah. X-Van doing a really good job. Joseph having a really good score as well. This is one of the harder streams.
Oh no!
Joseph dropping! Oh my god, looks like Thailand has a pretty big advantage here, especially with Bredo-san's accuracy.
We might need to watch out for Banana, remember, they had a lot of misses yesterday. We'll see if that happens again.
I remember Expandian also choking the very last stream as well, so you can see a huge choke point for sure.
Thailand are not out of the water just yet. Halfway Outland recovering very nicely though, 99.7.
Yeah, really, really nice job. And, well, let's see how well they do on the last stream. Any breaks on the Thai side? Seems to be holding it together quite nicely. Halfway Banana kind of shaky. Bredo-san dropping.
That's going to give another cushion to Thailand.
One more stream. The gap is getting a little bit smaller, but Joseph dropping... I think that's it.
Joseph dropping multiple, yeah.
Yeah,
that's take it. And Banana taking the FC. Wow.
Whoa, that is a break point on a rice map for Thailand. 36k gap too, and X-Men scores ridiculous too. 12-1 double S on this is crazy good, and
Thailand improved their team score by about 30,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, really nice job to Thailand for sure, getting a point off Rice, and especially in a tournament, in a match like this where the dynamics gonna be Rice versus Hybrid. Like, you really need to win on your own picks in order to go the distance. And well, Thailand doing an amazing job so far. So they're going for screw, oh no screw, which is interesting.
Okay. So Singapore, I think I said this already, but Singapore do have a better score on this by about 7,000 points.
Yeah, that's not much.
Yep.
Thailand doing a very good job in making sure that their third player is getting, like, their third player is being exposed. Similar to Malaysia and how Watara Kisa is the weakest link. I believe that Singapore's third player is usually the weakest link, and I think we're gonna see Jape in the Singaporean side.
Let me check. I think you're right. Oh wait, no, Expandian played this yesterday.
Oh yeah, Expand. Yeah, that's right, my bad. But Jape is currently playing.
Okay. So I mean, Expandian did get like a 964k.
That's a really good score actually. It's very, very, very good for him.
Yeah, Miku Aimbot being the weakest link of the Thailand team, 960k. But doesn't seem like they will be playing with Shokoha instead. So the rosters from yesterday playing this, there will be one change of piece also. That's not the right map, client. Not 2020.
Why is it, like, every time like there's a bug, it's always Nest and nothing else. I don't know why. It's a weird bug, but that should be reset soon. In any case, good luck to both teams for sure, and should be an interesting round, I think. Scores are pretty close, but different lineups. We'll see.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Shokoha.
I think that's just client lag.
Let's hope.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, small issues. Ignore the bottom thing. Shokoha probably client. Looks like no draws beyond that though. Wait, was it clean? In any case, as soon as Shokoha dropped there, and the gap is definitely in Singapore's favor right now. Actually, I think Shokoha might have actually dropped.
Yeah, that was probably an actual drop, but Jaffe's accuracy also not looking too great.
Yeah, but look at Jimmy's ACK as well. His ACK is not that high, only halfway LN and matching X-Ben, and so Thailand has two relative anchors here and a miss. Gap is getting smaller though. Gap is very small for a 1 miss gap. So any miss can change the direction here.
I think it's just gonna come down to whether or not Jaffe misses. I
think Joseph
might be
can
able to run
drop
away.
too. Singapore seems to be a bit shaky in general, like this match. The gap is really small. Jaffe dropping.
Sometimes
right there. His accuracy dropped pretty hard too, 99.2. And Jimmy returns to Shokoha's ACK going up quite nicely to 99.5 apiece. And the gap is only going to get bigger as Jaffe approaches the 400 combo mark, but again, Thailand cannot miss from here on out. This is very close. Very close. Gap is getting smaller.
Very small chance Singapore can take it back.
Jaffe's recovering. Actually dropping here, so that might be it. There's no drops and it should be fine. And oh my god.
Wow, 3,000.
3,000. Really close again. Wow. Like even with the early drop from Shokoha, it didn't really matter. The ACK advantage, even if like Singapore are having the ACK advantage, that didn't matter overall. So good job to Thailand, like for holding it up together, especially towards the back half of the map. And now Singapore's pick, and yeah, this song is great. This song is great.
So what can Singapore go for now? I assume thinking of you at this point. Like Singapore has such a great thinking of you to score.
Well, they missed a few times though. Keep that in mind. So you might see Super Anime Group as well. It's also completely viable, but they didn't do too well in Super Anime Group either. So
yeah, I think thinking of you is safer. It's a lot safer. Yep.
General Singapore is going entirely for Rise. They kind of learned their lessons earlier, from what I've been told. So they'll probably go for You Don't Know if after Super Anime Groove. So that's if they get to pick it, of course. They are running out of breathing room, I think. 2 points above them, 2 points ahead on Thailand's side.
The biggest issue with this map for Thailand was that their third player didn't do too well, Achino, with a 3 miss score, but it doesn't seem like it will be Achino playing this.
Except for having Miku aimbot here.
Yep, so a third player switch, we'll see if that will favor them, and also, okay, the battle is leaving, because Rionos played this.
Rionos was not very comfortable with this, so the Expandion did have a pretty high score in this from the Singaporean team. But again, not counting their highest scores, it has more to do with consistency, and Expandion hasn't really sustained any full combos other than maybe Screw the entire tournament, I believe. And that seems to be like the general downfall of the Singaporean team at the moment. They seem to be weaker, they seem to be very inconsistent in comparison to Thailand, which they did miss a few times, but they missed early on.
Yeah, and also it's probably gonna come down to the third player battle again.
Yeah, and Rionos did mention, apparently they did mention that Rionos is actually having a bad day, which is why we're not seeing Rionos. So that's probably why you're also not seeing Super Anime Group as well, I believe.
Well, I mean, Thailand do have a better Super Anime Group score than Singapore, but
that's because Expandion missed like 8 times, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. In theory, Singapore should win this. In theory,
yes, this should be a comfortable win, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, Singapore seems to be pretty shaky in general, and Thailand seems to be doing really well because Thailand making up for their third player in the previous match, I think.
Oh, very early 200 from Jimmy returns.
Should be okay.
Yeah, once the map starts.
Expandion dropping right at the intro.
I mean, it is early, but that's a huge.
It is early, but it is a drop regardless. But yeah, I'm actually pretty worried about Expandia in general because his act is actually quite low, even with the miss too. So 99.1%. His act is gonna go up, but to about 99.4, I imagine. So I do think that Thailand has the act advantage overall. Yeah, Expandion dropping again, and that's 400 notes in. So Thailand have like a 1.5 miss advantage.
Yeah, that's a good cushion to them right now.
Yeah. But given there's a lot left in the map, I think the second half is pretty brutal. Second half can definitely wear on you, and if Thailand's third player isn't geared for it, then you're gonna see some rough drops for sure.
So far, apart from Expandion, everyone else holding pretty well.
Yep. Alright, looks like Expandion's actually stabilizing at 99.3%, and again, Thailand with the act advantage overall, despite Joseph and Xben's crazy accuracy, 99.9, 99.95. But the gap is getting a bit smaller, just a little bit.
Yeah, as Expandion improves their accuracy, that gap's gonna close down.
But his accuracy is dropping again.
Oh boy. It also just comes down to Thailand
holding
their accuracies. Jimmy Returns' accuracy
is struggling a lot too, yeah.
That's gonna be the biggest concern.
Yeah, okay, Jimmy's dropping again, but that's just a 200. It comes down to 2 misses at this point. Jimmy's actually messing up a lot here. 9.4%, but it's reaching the very end of the junction. Expandion's coming back, yeah. Oh my god,
no. It's gonna flicker back to Singapore actually.
Barely.
Oh wait.
Just barely. Jimmy, there's not much left in the map. Not much left in the map. I think Miku aimbot's accuracy dropping a bit. Joseph's act's actually quite low too, so Jimmy just has to like SS the rest of the map and that should be fine, but oh my god, the gap is actually back to Singapore here. Wow.
You actually go to Singapore, yeah.
Huh.
How many points is that?
Very small. Wow.
1,500, not even that.
Oh my god, expense ratio.
Xven improved from yesterday, and I thought yesterday he had a disgusting score.
It's a good score, but this is definitely much closer to what I expected him to get in 78. But that was a really, really close match. And Expandion definitely recovering in the back half of the map. So good job on him there. And Thailand with the triple FC with 1 double S too. Yep. Congratulations.
It was just Jimmy Returns' accuracy just a bit too much.
Yeah, just tanked a bit at the ending. I hate this map of my life.
Oh no. Okay, to be fair, well played to Thailand. They really made it extremely close.
Okay, looks like Expandion actually not having the best of times here, so probably gonna see less. Probably not gonna see him very much. And looks like we're gonna have Alone Intelligence, I believe. Just reverse the words there. And
oh, I was wondering what the heck Together Stupidity means.
Yeah, it's Alone Intelligence. Good pick for sure. Like the most oriented map.
Yeah.
It looks like Specialman got it too.
Oh yeah.
Looks like we're probably going to see a swap here to Jape, I believe, and Thailand should be getting this pretty comfortably, I think.
Yeah, Singapore played this yesterday.
Singapore played this yesterday, and they won, but
2.924.
Not a very comfortable lead, yeah.
Not too much.
It took me some time to figure out. Understandable.
Yeah, oh, actually, all the Singaporean players yesterday, they missed on this.
Yeah, I believe only there was only like one FC in that lobby. I think Kuke Fanboy was the only one who FC'd.
Yep, you're correct.
So Singapore has a little bit of a deficit to cover, I think, because Thailand should crush this. This is Ellen.
We don't know much about Thailand's scores on these, so yeah.
I don't expect, like, given Thailand's one of the best LN teams, I think they should be fine on this. But obviously, this is not just LN. There's a lot in the map. A lot of rice parts that could trip people up. But we will see for sure. Looks like Jape is back.
Yep, as they did yesterday. I believe this is... Oh. Wait, never mind. I was wondering who the Thailand's third player will be, but I think it's going to be Shokoha.
Yeah, Shokoha for sure. Shokoha this is one of the more LN-oriented maps, so I can definitely see Shokoha being there. I think like his accuracy will be one of the lower ones from Thailand, but it's not really gonna matter as long as they can pull a full combo. Yeah, let's see how well they do for sure. I'm very curious. Very, very curious to see, even if it's a comfortable score for Thailand. Comfortable pick for Thailand. All the matches have been very, very close.
It has been pretty close for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Right? We should be getting ourselves on the way really soon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going into song number 6. Low Intelligence. Pretty safe pick for Thailand, but if the previous rounds have shown, nothing is really safe in this world. Nothing's really safe in this match either. Right, there's a little bit of lag, but that should be okay.
Yep, now we're getting ourselves on the way.
Mm-hmm. More or less fine.
I think I said it yesterday, but this intro will take a while.
Yeah, it takes a while for this
kick
song
in.
to boot up. This is the hardest map in the pool, though. I'd say by some distance. Like I've seen very few FCs on this in match. Understandably, it's so choke heavy, and he's definitely the rate definitely doesn't help things. But it looks like Thailand with the very early lead, not by much though. Looks like their acts are more or less even. X-Men is the strongest act, the bunch, but not by much.
Yeah, there's pretty much no lead right now.
Yeah, scores are flickering, but you're gonna see some difference from here on out, I believe. As you can see, I think Jappei's act is dropping a little bit. So was Joseph, 99.6.
Joseph, yeah. Joseph was holding a 0.8.
Yeah. Alright, breaks ahoy. Pray for your favorite team.
Bless RNG.
Yeah. Alright, this section. No breaks yet. Right, this part. I'm expecting a few 200. I'm expecting a couple of act drops. I think Jimmy might have dropped a little bit of act.
Yeah, so did Jappei.
Jappei as well. But more or less even still. Very surprising. Like Shokoha not having the best of times too. Joseph's act is recovering quite nicely.
Oh no, that's a miss from Jimmy.
Oh no!
That's about 0.2% drop as well.
We're approaching the hardest rise part of the full map too, and the gap is huge. I think Shokoha is actually dropping a lot, 99.3% now. So Singapore has the act advantage for sure. And now the map is gonna calm down a little bit here, but there's still a lot of hard parts left, I think. But this is mostly rice. Well, not rice, LN density, so this is not too bad for the Singaporean team. And this gap is huge. Shokoha is actually not having a good time, going below 99.3 now. And Jimmy returns more or less 99.33, and Halpei LN just worse act overall than X-Men.
Yeah, this is about a 20,000 point lead, and it's gonna grow.
Yeah. And I expect this is a very strong score from Singapore, like triple FC, crazy acts. This is an exceptional performance. Exceptional performance.
That's a huge improvement from yesterday.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see this. Like absolutely amazing scores. There should be no jokes. Yeah,
that's a 36,000 point improvement.
Yeah, like 2.97, 1/200, 10-1.
Wow.
Okay.
This is a team score. Yes.
That is a team score indeed. I'm pretty sure that's like triple FC on the hardest map in the pool. It's something. And Halpei LN with a very solid score for sure. And just unfortunate Shokoha and Jimmy Return just couldn't put it together. But with that, Singapore actually gets a break point, and now they're tied up. And now it's Singapore's pick.
Yeah, we're back all square now.
Back to square one, yeah. And Thailand and Singapore probably will go for a super anime group, I believe. But Rhiannos is not playing, and Expandion is not playing either. So they might go for You Don't Know. I'm not too sure. Like, they don't really have any safe picks if they don't without Rhiannos, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at all of the maps that they've played already, and It's not really looking too good.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Thailand has SVs.
Yes, okay, but the thing is, I don't think... Okay, well, from yesterday, Marissa, Thailand don't have that great of a team score. But there is massive.
But here's the thing: Singapore is not very good at SV in general. I'm pretty sure Singapore struggle a lot with Marissa sort of precious things. So I think it's worth a shot. You're running out of picks too. Like Thailand only has like what, Endless, and that's it. Yeah, just Endless and Massacre and yeah, Marissa sort of precious thing. You don't know.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, looks like they're not too happy. Looks like, I'm pretty sure Expandion didn't really do a good job on You Don't Know, so I'm guessing they're bringing in Rionos here, but I really don't know. I should stop making jokes revolving around the title, but
Thailand, all of their players missed once.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah, understandably, this is the hardest rice map in the pool. The hardest to be consistent on for sure, and it's been on the longer side. Looks like they're going to see a swap here from both teams. They should expect... is Shoko actually playing this? Interesting.
Let me check. It was, yeah.
Oh!
The How to Play LN, Gym Mutants, and Shokoha.
Interesting.
However, Shokoha had the worst score out of the three.
Yeah, like generally I noticed that Thailand seems to have like a... Well, obviously How to Play LN is kind of a beast, but...
Yeah.
Like say having Expandion here, so looks like Rionon's actually not having a good day at all. And Expandion mentioning that he's having a couple of like problems keeping focus right now, so you might expect some drops from him too. So I think it's anybody's game. The match has been extremely unpredictable so far. Also, this song is Fire. So, yeah, Fire song. Anyway, looks like all of the teams are more or less ready. Best of luck to both teams. Looks like Expanding showing some pressure. Looks like they're getting very nervous at this point, which I don't blame them. Like the score gaps are so small, and anything could have happened. Like in an alternate dimension, we could see like 5-1 or something. But with that, looks like we're starting the match. Best of luck to both teams. Root for your favorite team. Or actually, better yet, pray for your favorite team, because you're going to see a lot of drops on this map. If no one drops, I'll be very surprised, and I'll be chugging this bottle of water. So you don't want me to do that. Anyway, let's go. Song number 7. Anybody's game.
Yep. That's a very early accuracy drop from Joseph.
It should be fine. He said he did mention that he had a lot of issues with timing the intro specifically, so I do understand.
Alright.
He should recover quite nicely here, and as you can see, Singapore is back in the lead. Not by much though. It's like Halpay Allen's act is actually the lowest in the Thai team, now back up, but yeah, I can see Thai's average act is 99.5, and Xpan has a pretty solid act, and Expandion not doing too bad himself. Actually,
LN only being able to match Expandion.
Yeah. Pretty comfortable act lead right now, but 2 drops!
Oh my god.
2 drops on the Thai side, and those are huge drops too. They went from 99.5 to 99.1 and 3 respectively. So Singapore has a pretty comfortable cushion here.
Yeah, that lead just resuscitated towards Singapore.
Yeah.
Heartbeat.
There are a lot of choke points still in this map.
Yeah, we could definitely see another miss from Singapore's side to try and even things up, but
yeah.
Oh boy, X-Men's accuracy is just...
X-Men's accuracy is cracked, and Joseph's act is actually quite good as well. 99.7, recovering very, very nicely. Expandion holding a good full combo with a pretty solid accuracy. Alright. Second jump stream should not pose any problem. Oh! Expandion dropping, but again, it shouldn't be that much of a problem given the accuracy advantage and how Thailand missed twice there.
Yeah, the gap will slowly close, but it still will be
not enough for sure.
Yeah, definitely not enough.
Yep. This is really close though. Oh my god, this is very close. We're very clutch FCs, I think, from the Singaporean side. Like, X-Man's act is something else.
Yeah, we need to see this.
I'm guessing it's about 15-1. Probably a bit better than that, but geez, this is something else. Yeah, that's
Oh my gosh.
18-1. That's on the hardest rise map in the pool too. That's crazy.
Yeah. That, oh boy.
That is something else, but yeah, really nice job to Singapore for sure. Even with the early 50s and 200s from Joseph's side, he recovered very nicely. But how the LN or Thai team just punching their ticket endless. So this is what I heard. I could be wrong, but I heard that if you made the map, then you automatically triple S it. I'm not too sure if this is the case, but this is what I've heard. So I think Thailand should win this. I think. Yeah.
I mean, Thailand did play this yesterday. Unfortunately, no V2SS.
That's
And
unfortunate.
actually, how to play LN was the only one from the Thailand team to miss.
Well, you know, maybe sometimes folklore is wrong. So
Hey, but he got the highest score in the Thailand team, so
doesn't matter.
I don't
He
know.
still missed.
still missed,
But
but still
yeah.
got the highest score.
Yeah. In any case, looks like we're gonna bring Jape in, which is a perfectly fine swap. Jape is usually one of the better. This one has been playing the high risk pretty consistently, so I think this is a good swap. But anybody's game for sure. I don't think Singapore played this yesterday.
Nope, they did not. Thailand have a 986, 985, 982. Really close
Yeah.
scores together.
It's a long map too, and there are a couple of like tricky sections here and there. This I think favors Singapore slightly, but not by much. It really depends on how weak Singapore's LN releases are, and I don't think they're that weak for hybrids.
I think it might just depend on Jape, honestly.
Yeah, of course. I think that's kind of been like the MO for Singapore. I think mostly
Yeah.
relying on the third player. But yeah, best of luck to both teams, and let's see if Thailand can close this gap.
しぼんだ心に抱えたすべてを投げ出した夜は淡い夢になる嘘と誠の狭間でもちも
I'm gonna wait for this intro to get over with itself. So within the first
Early lead.
400 notes, yeah, Thailand do have this early lead.
But it's gonna change. I think things are gonna change very soon. Whether it be like a stronger gap between Thailand and Singapore, or just the other way around. Let's see here. Yep, it's getting smaller. Looks like Jimmy returns not having the best of times here, dropping a little bit of accuracy. Jape doing a pretty good job at 99.5 FC, and looks like Singapore has the ag advantage just slightly, but the right parts are coming, and that should give a little bit of buffer to Singapore. No issues
Yeah,
so
Joseph
far.
and X-Ven tying in accuracy.
Yeah, much higher than the Thai team too. And Jimmy's dropping. Jimmy with the first drop, and now Singapore has the miss advantage along with the act advantage.
Yeah, as we're about to enter the right section as well.
The second right section, yeah. This is a harder right section, so you might expect a few drops. At least act drops from the Thai side. We'll see. No drops so far. That's very surprising. Oh,
Oh, no.
Jimmy! Jimmy's
And another
struggling.
one.
Oh no! I don't blame him. This is a hard map. This is really hard.
Yeah.
But the rest of the map, I believe, is more Eleanor. Jape
Oh,
actually
what?
dropping pretty hard on one
That's
of the
a
easiest
weird
sections
drop.
of the map.
Yeah.
And Joseph,
And Joseph as well! Oh
the
my
gap
gosh!
Gap is getting smaller, but again, I'm not too sure if that's going to be enough. The gap is going to be very, very small though.
It will-
So Singapore will have no room for error.
It will close out very fast now. It just really depends on Jimmy returns, I think.
Yeah.
But they
Jimmy
dropped a
should be
lot, they
fine.
need to hold on.
The rest of the map is pretty chill, I think. At least for the Thai side, but anything can happen.
Yeah, Joseph is past the 400 combo cap now. This is the lead that Singapore will have for now.
Yeah. I believe this is an Ellen-oriented section afterwards, so this does favor Thailand a little bit, but for how long can they sustain this? I don't really know if Singapore is going to drop either. Again, the acts right here, the act gap is huge. Alright, this Ellen section definitely favors Thailand, but will it be enough? Singapore has to drop in order for Thailand to get this point.
That's about to close out really soon.
Looks like they're very stable. I don't think anyone's dropping accuracy, and if anything, I think Jimmy's act dropped a little bit. So Jaffé dropped a little bit in the act, but again, only a break matters at this point, and we're reaching the very end of the map.
Yeah, it will be a Singapore point, but not by much.
Not by much for sure, but any break point is a motivator. Yeah, 8 point gap, and you know, as you can see the ratios again from X-Men, pretty disgusting.
How to play LN though?
How to play LN with the very solid, I think he's MVP. No, just slightly under X-Men.
Oh, yeah, X-Men's ratio.
1-200, Mapper's advantage worked, but not enough to close out the gap, unfortunately.
Oh my god, if Thailand had their score from yesterday, they would have beaten Singapore by 1,000 points.
Yeah, but like, it seems like Thailand isn't really performing up to par at the moment.
Yeah.
They seem to be
Singapore
doing
match
better.
point.
Singapore match point and Singapore's pick. They only have one safe pick. They only have one safe pick, and Thailand still have the SV picks. So they have to win this Rice pick, or they are screwed.
I don't know if they want to bank on Super Anime Groove though. But this is going to be Singapore's last pick, regardless.
Yeah, but would they want to pick Zeronia? Probably not. They did that yesterday and it backfired completely. They didn't practice Massacre. They didn't. They're going animate,
to,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My only concern is that Thailand have a better score on this, so we just have to see.
It comes down to their player for sure. This is a very choke-heavy map, and I expect a lot of drops. Thailand had a really good score on this for sure. I think triple FC, 980s across the board, I believe.
Thailand?
So, yeah, Thailand.
Let me check.
So they definitely have...
How to play LN got a V1SS, but Banana missed.
So they have solid team score. Banana should be fine.
As for Singapore, they opened the match with this, I think. Yeah, Expandion and Vionos. Okay, yeah, there we go. They're in the lobby. They played this and they both missed. Joseph was the only FC for Singapore, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of pressure as Expandion said.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Rionos is also playing as well, so X-Men is actually not playing. Keep that in mind.
X-Men didn't play this yesterday.
Yeah, X-Men was not very consistent with this. Rionos said that he's not having a good day. So we're gonna expect potential underperformances from Singapore here, but again, anything can happen. This has been like the name of this match. Anything can happen. Lots of sudden break points, lots of points that I didn't expect Thailand to get and Singapore to get.
Lots of back and forths as well.
Yeah, very interesting back and forths for sure. Oh, Emirates mind blocked. Okay, I see, understandable. This map is very mind blockable.
I mean, Singapore played this without him yesterday and they won, so...
Yeah, but barely, I think. It's mostly because I think the third player in Spain dropped too much, and as you can see, the gap is quite small. I was surprised I didn't mind block cheat Rio Emirates, but that's a different discussion. Anyway, looks like they're doing quite nicely here.
Banana matching Joseph.
Yeah, but for how long?
Yeah, for
Section's
how long?
gonna get harder. This first chorus will probably determine like how well each team will do, I think. Gap's getting smaller. LN, so it should be fine.
Expandion's accuracy.
Just a little bit moving up though. The gap is still in Singapore side.
Banana. Just like yesterday.
No. This is not a good place to drop, honestly. Like, there are breaks, but there's not much you can... Like, if you're dropping there, it's going to be indicative of you dropping in later choruses. Expandion recovering quite nicely, and Riono is actually having a really good score, despite him saying that he's had a bad day.
Oh, but that's a miss from how to play LN.
Oh no!
Yeah, V1SS player from yesterday missing
Double
again. Oh no!
Oh no!
Thailand are stepping on bombs.
Yeah, they're running out. They have 2 more choruses left, thankfully, and you can definitely expect like 3 huge miss drops on this map. But I don't know how likely it is. We'll have to see. Spandion doing quite nicely here.
Yeah, Singapore are popping off on this map, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's really, really good so far. And Jimmy Returns, we didn't talk about Jimmy Returns, despite having the full combo, has the lowest accuracy in the lobby by some distance actually. So very comfortable lead on the Singaporean side.
Thailand are still gonna try and fight. There is still a bit of time for Singapore to drop a lot.
There is some time for sure. One more chorus. See how well they do here. Looks like no issues on the harder anchors. Looks like Singapore poised to win this match here. Just one more point, and Banana dropping one more time. Looks like they have 4 misses now. Singapore with the huge act advantage as well, and they're running out of time. Thailand's running out of time.
Yeah, their MWC participation on the line for just a few more seconds probably.
Yeah, this one section is pretty difficult, but probably not too bad for Singapore. And with that, Singapore takes it.
Oh my gosh, 2.98!
2.98, and very solid scores all around with the triple FC and low 200 counts across the board. And again, Thailand too with a very similar 200 counts, just the unfortunate drops.
That will be a win of Singapore. They will advance in the Uzbek and not Thailand out.
And Singapore, I believe, will be facing Philippines.
Oh, Singapore-Philippines has a history. This will be a fun match.
We will talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, and probably next week as well. Thailand, great job for sure, like getting points off Rise and stuff, and obviously the general performances have been very good. So well done to them. And Singapore, congratulations. I'm really surprised to see the hybrid performances all around. Like Alone Intelligence has been crazy, and I think Endless was also very, very good.
Yes, yeah.
So
Singapore
GG's.
Did pop this time.
Yeah, it looks like. And with that, like you said, Singapore versus Philippines, quite the history, especially last year.
Not just last year as well, many years before as well. 2016, when Singapore were low seed, Philippines were high seed, Singapore managed to upset them going into the knockouts.
Mm-hmm. There was that as well.
There's 2019 as well.
I think the most relevant one is 2020, given the lineup picture. So we'll talk about that at a later date. But this is a match that you do not want to miss. This is going to be an amazing match, I think. And I know a lot of Filipino players want vengeance for last year.
They want revenge. They desperately want revenge, especially with so many unfortunate things that happened last year to them when they faced Singapore.
Yeah. But with that, we come to the end of the vlog. We will see you in. We'll see you in about an hour. Actually, a little bit over an hour. So.
Yeah. We have United Kingdom against South Korea. Oh boy, that will be a tasty match.
That is a very tasty match indeed. But yeah, good luck to the rest of the players. Good luck to the UK especially. You guys might need it. You probably guys won't, to be honest, but we'll see.
Yeah. Also, one last thing: buy your banners.
Buy your banners, right? I forgot to mention. Thanks. Buy your banners. You can support your favorite team for MWC. Blah blah blah. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Puffbuck. But support your favorite teams by going through the OSA shop for $250 US. And if you win, the banners are pretty cool. I think you get to see it as well. And they're pretty cool. And if you manage to predict the winner of the tournament and just supporting it, you get your banner for longer. Your shiny new banner for longer. But it will disappear over time. But that's okay. But yeah.
With that being said.
I have nothing else to say. With that, thank you all for watching. We will see you in an hour. I'm not sure if you have anything else to say, Ray.
Oh, just stay tuned because we got a lot of very exciting matches going.
All right. See you all around.
See you.